Hello everyone, so welcome to today's video. We're doing another tutorial. We're going to be focusing on just the eyes today. I'm using the Tati Beauty eyeshadow palette because I've been playing around with it since I posted my last tutorial, which was a brown smoky eye. This is more holiday. So this is kind of like my holiday fall kind of vibe look that I created with some cranberries, some brown, some kind of smokiness. Still kept it very me, and I hope that you will enjoy it. So I'm going to show you everything for the eyes, and then everything for the face will be listed below. I'm testing out a new foundation that I'm not really digging, so we'll talk about that towards the end of the video. Some new lip products also in this video, and I will show you that as we get towards the end of the tutorial. And we are going to sort of rewind and go back and start this eye look. Alright, so to start this look off, I'm going to do the Aura Matte all over the lid and make sure that my primer is really well set. I do have the Fenty Beauty primer on, and that's what I've been using for many months now, and it's a really good primer. I like to set it, but you don't necessarily have to do that because it has a tacky feel, so it'll grab on to your eyeshadows and keep them in place and make them really vibrant. Then I'm going to take the Matte Soothe on a crease brush. I'm going to start building up my crease. I think I'm going to go in with some of these like berry tones. I don't know why I feel like doing that on the lid, but it's definitely calling my name, that poet row. And then with the smaller brush, I'm going to go back in with the Matte Aura and clean it up a little bit because I went high on this side here. So I'm just going to use that matte shade to tone down the edges, and it'll sort of bring that color back down just a bit. So for the lids, I'm going to switch to an eyeshadow brush. This is the Sigma E55. It's the eye shading brush, and it's a really good one for picking up color and packing it on. And I'm going to use the Poet Metallic, and I'm going to put that onto my lid. And as you can see, it picks up quite a bit of product, and that color looks intense. But I'm going to put that on my lid, and I'm going to start in the center and patting it towards the outer part of my eye. And I'm going to feather it lightly on the inner corner so that it's not as strong in the inner corner, because I do want to go in with one of the other colors in the inner corner. And patting also helps prevent the fallout, because some of these do have a little bit of fallout. And I've already done my base already and concealer. But you can definitely do eyes first and then your face products. And then with a smaller crease brush that's more precise, I'm going to work on those edges a little bit. And I'm going to start blending this out and softening this. And I'm going to add more of that color because it's not as potent as you would think. Looking at it or swatching it, I think when you use it wet, it's much better. Alright, so I'm getting some definite fall vibes with this look, and it's really pretty. I like the shimmer and the sheen that comes from that cranberry color. So I think in the inner part of the lid, I'm going to take a clean eyeshadow brush, and I'm going to go in with the Aura Sequin, which has a bit of a sparkle to it. It's really, really nice. I'm patting some of that off on a paper towel because that is a very potent color. And I'm going to take that and apply that to the inner part of the eye and layer it right over that Poet Metallic, just to add a little bit of sparkle in this inner corner. This has like a pinkish, purpley, sparkly look to it. Okay, so I definitely want a little bit more brightness, so I'm going to switch to a different brush, and I'm going to pick up the Aura Metallic, and I'm going to put that right over the top, like so. And then just feather it into that cranberry color. And then I'm going to go back in with the eyeshadow brush that I used to apply that cranberry shade, and I'm just going to kind of pat where those two colors meet. So I'm going to start working on the lower lash line. I'm going to take the Matte Poet on a pencil brush, and apply that to my lower lash line, tapping off the excess. And this one does kick up quite a bit of powder. And I'm going to apply this on the lower lash line. Whoa, it's super bright. So to tone this down, because this is just like straight up a line under my eye, I'm going to smoke it out. I'm taking a detail brush that's really small, and I'm going to get right in here, and I'm going to start softening those edges and pulling that color down. Then I'm going to take this same brush that I was using earlier, the tapered crease brush, and I'm going to wipe it off on a paper towel really well, and going with the Matte Soothe, and go underneath and kind of work that color down a little bit more as well, and tone it down, because that was intense. I was not prepared for that one to be so intense and come off more pink looking, but it's because I used that pencil brush, and that definitely added a lot of concentrated color. So when you wear it a little softer, it's not so bad. All right, so I definitely want to add some depth and some darkness on the outside of the eye, the outer corner. So I'm going to wipe that brush down again. And this brush, by the way, is the Morphe M506. So if you can get like a small little taper brush like this, it's good to have in the collection, because it does so much, and I've been using it a lot throughout this tutorial. So wiping it on a paper towel, I'm going to go in with the Ritual Matte, which is the brown, tapping off the excess, and I'm going to start on this outer corner and then just working that into my crease area. And just sort of layering this. As I'm doing this, I can see little sparkly bits just kind of flying everywhere. I think it's that cranberry color. All right, so in order to tie in that dark color with the lower lash line, I'm going to take that same pencil brush that I used earlier and bring that color down on this outer part as well, just so that it connects and it's more seamless between the lower lash line and this outer V. And I definitely do think that that just made this poet that was really intense on the lower lash line a little bit more wearable. All right, and then I'm going to take the metallic aura, and that's going to go into the inner corner to be my inner corner highlight. And this is so pigmented. Such a good shade. Now it's time for some eyeliner, and I'm going to use the Memory Matte, which is the black. And it is pretty dark, and this is what I've been using as my eyeliner whenever I do my makeup, because it is pretty potent. And I'm going to take an angled brush to apply that. So you can see how intense that black is just by adding it dry. I'm going to take my pencil brush here and just go over the edges really quickly, just to make sure it's not super harsh, and make sure it's all blended really nicely as well. For tight lining, I'm going to use my go-to Clinique Quick Liner just to add a little bit of black in my lash line, and then do 2 good coats of mascara, top and bottom, and then we'll finish the rest of the face. Alright, so here's a closer look at the eyes with the mascara. I try to take some of the little glitter specks from the lower lash line and from the under eye area, because these eyeshadows, as you're using them and blending, you will get some of the little flakies to kind of come down. So it's probably a good idea to do your eyes first if you have this palette, and then go in and do your face. But I always like doing my face first. I don't know why, it's a habit, but this is what it looks like. Super pretty. Very cranberry, very holiday looking, very fall. So I'm good with it. I really like it. It's been a while since I've done a cranberry color, and I do like the way it came out with the brown and just that pop of brighter berry tone. That matte poet is really pretty. So I'm excited to show you guys one of the eyeshadows as a highlight, and it's the Aura Metallic, which is what I use in the inner corner. I've been using that as my highlight on the tops of my cheekbone and the tip of my nose, and it's really, really nice. So my highlighter brush, it's a fan brush that I normally use. It's too big to fit into the pan, so I'm going to use a clean crease brush and pick up some of that, tapping off the excess, and I'm going to show you how pretty this is. Whoa. And then I'm going to take it up through the top of the brow area, the temples, and then just kind of blend this. And I'm not going to pull it down too low because I've got some texture and some breakouts. They've overstayed their welcome, I might add, and I'm not happy about it. Do this other side to show you. You see how intense that is? So pretty. And down the center of the nose. So pretty. I'm going to take a little bit and hit the Cupid's bow as well. Do you see that beautiful glow? I love that color for highlighter. It's perfect. All right, so I need to finish the look and do something with the lips. So I'm going to just do a gloss, keep it simple. I'm using the Cab Cosmetics gloss in Sweetheart that I am trying out. And it's a nice kind of nude shade. I'm going to add a little bit of lip liner, the Mauve lip liner by NYX, which I've been using all the time. And I'm going to add some of this to this. I should have done this when I can't talk, when doing lip liner. I should have done this first. I feel like today I've just been doing everything backwards. Because this color of gloss is just a little too nude on its own. All right, so this is the completed look. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. This was fun to do like this holiday look kind of vibe, fall, Christmas, kind of Thanksgiving-ish. Thanksgiving is right around the corner. I can't even believe it. Definitely a look that I can see myself using and doing more often. I do like the way it came out, and I do enjoy that palette. It's just kind of getting me out of my comfort zone, doing more intense, like smokier looks, but keeping it also very wearable. And I hope that you enjoyed it, and I appreciate you so much for spending some time with me today. I also have an Amazon store. I created a store where I can link all of my favorite things, home stuff, baby things, makeup, beauty, all that stuff will be there as well, so it's more convenient for you to click the link and actually see all my favorites. And if you buy anything from my Amazon storefront, thank you so much for just clicking the link, for making a purchase, because that purchase does support my family and it means the world to me that you are supporting us and my channel. So thank you so much for buying anything or even just kind of checking it out and see what I've linked there. You can find me on social media, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, the usual places, and I hope to see you there. Tune in to the channel for next week's video because it's going to be a skincare related video, which is so fun. And thank you so much for being you, for being here, and for subscribing and hitting that notification bell. I will see you in my next video. Take care, you guys. Bye-bye.